come up. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and welcome to another Tuesday stream. And you know what that means? We've got some Doctor Dekker on the docket. And I notice a very handsome old friend staring back at me. Hello, John. Or should I say, hello, Paul Ryan. It's been a while. I look forward to matching wits with you again. Hello.
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Dr. Dekker?
Why do I get the feeling you already know the answer to this question?
Are you sure?
No. Damn. I was hoping we could play coy with him. He was murdered.
Is he really? Actually dead?
Ooh.
Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
Yes. We are sure he is dead. Let's start there.
I'm...
Adversary?
Maybe if you asked me that in a parallel...
No. I mean, yes, probably, but I misspelled it. Adversary.
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories.
I mean... I think we should just kind of keep going down this rabbit hole, shouldn't we?
Do you really want to know?
I do, actually.
Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He
was probably more interested in chaos theory.
It's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment.
Of course, that always does. God damn it, he wants me to ask more.
Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
Can't say that I have. Why don't you tell me about it?
Nope. I think you're gonna have to Google that.
I could Google that. Out of sheer morbid curiosity, what comes up? Quantum suicide. Ooh. Quantum suicide and immortality. What have you gotten me into, John? In quantum mechanics, quantum suicide is a thought experiment. Originally published independently by Hans Moravec, yada 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 yada. Quantum mortality refers to the subjective experience of surviving quantum suicide regardless of the odds. Sorry, I kind of skipped over a thought there. It attempts to distinguish between the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics and the Everett mini-world interpretations by means of a variation of Schrodinger's cat's thought experiment. Okie dokie. So here's the experiment itself. So it involves an apparatus the same as Schrodinger's cat. A box that kills the occupant in a given time frame with the probability of exactly 1/2 due to quantum uncertainty. The only difference is to have the experimenter recording observations be the one inside the box. The significance is that someone whose life or death depends on a qubit can distinguish between interpretations of quantum mechanics. By definition, fixed observers cannot. So, can you observe your own quantum wave function collapsing? Basically is what we're looking at here. Interesting. So, assuming that the standard Copenhagen, once you look inside the box, it's dead, theory is correct, you will automatically collapse your own wave function and thus kill yourself half the time. However, if the many worlds interpretation is true, a superposition of a live experimenter necessarily exists, as is the one who dies. So then, interesting. That's something that would require a bit more research to actually be able to understand the words that I just regurgitated there. But holy crap. So let's dive back in and figure out where we need to pick up.
Of quantum?
No, I have not.
I don't really... No, I don't know anything about that.
You're the one that's trying to explain it, jackass, so how am I supposed to ask you? Who does number 2 work for?
Well, the Ministry of Defense, of course. Guns aren't going to win the next war. Quantum physics is.
Really? Now why do you say that? Why will quantum physics win wars? Of course he doesn't know. How is Atlas?
Perhaps ask me,
You know I gotta ask, right?
Do you know, you remind me of Doctor Dekker. He always used... Nope. I think you're gonna have to Google that.
Shit. I think we're actually in 4. 3 or 4. Whichever one is entitled, I want to say stabbed, slugged, sapped. Fuck. What's the name of it? It'll come to me in a minute. What is quantum suicide? Spiked! Thank you! Thank you, Dari! Spiked. You son of a bitch.
Do you know, you remind... Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory.
Hate you.
You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive.
You'd have to be.
Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe. I'm taking a product off a supermarket shelf.
Ah, I
simply
see.
applied that logic to something different.
Like... different, like,
Perhaps ask me,
living forever?
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby
I see,
I
where
would
you
visit
can
a
actually
casino and
choose
place a very large bet that
your
would
winning
take.
consequence.
Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter. Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Now, every time I bet
raised
on
the
odd,
amount of money?
I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked for a while.
Ah. I think you're just a physicist with a gambling problem.
Why not gambling? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon.
Of course.
She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics.
Chances are she couldn't get away from you fast
solution.
enough. Sorry, John. He's looking very handsome, by the way. I gotta admit. You lost weight. Look good. Look good, man. Look good. Very handsome, crazy person.
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Now, every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. Maybe if you...
I mean, metaphorically, sure. Oh yeah, what were you doing on Valentine's night?
I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mind Stretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that. I can't remember.
Mind
But
Stretch.
it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And
You seem to be attracted to these
it was Jaya who asked me to go.
groups. Jaya? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Did I fall in love with the crazy? Oh no.
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant.
Oh, I'm well
imagine
aware of
she's
who
your
she
lovely
is.
assistant now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about...
Yes, yes, fine. We'll get back to her in just a little bit. What is your problem?
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist.
So you're doing all of this as experiment, as an experiment, and you need funding for your research, basically.
An opportunity has arisen.
Uh-huh. A chance to make a large sum of money. All you gotta do is invest in a
A
timeshare.
very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Of quantum suicide?
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose.
And what did Dr. Dekker say about this bet?
What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
No. I think you should go start a cult of your own.
I don't know.
Oh, I do. You're gonna be very good at it, John. No. You shouldn't go.
Are you...
Shit. No, you shouldn't what?
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer? No.
Bingo.
No, I suppose you're right.
He's gonna do it
In a
anyway.
darker timeline, you probably said yes, and I'm dead now. I earn good money where I work. How do I stop losing it? I take your point. I take your point. But I suppose to decide whether to continue.
It's like in Liar Liar when the guy's giving Jim Carrey a call and he's had a really bad day and he's saying he needs help because he's robbing an ATM and Jim Carrey goes, "Stop breaking the law, asshole!"
No.
It's basically how I feel
answer
right about now.
It'll turn you into a gambler like me. Infectious, isn't it?
That's that word. That's that word. That's that word. And also, he's gone. Like, he is gone from my list and I can't talk to him anymore.
That's a strange question to ask. Are you feeling all right, Doctor?
No, it's okay, Jai. I was just, talking to myself, I guess. Interesting. Well, he did say we'll have another session. Potentially if he survives. Because I have a feeling he's probably going to go do it anyway. So who should we follow up with? Should we talk to Nathan? Poor Nathan. Mariana. Oh boy. Hang on. I'm gonna have to answer those later. I'm getting texts from work at fucking 7:30 at night. Anyway, or Elin, or Bryce, or Jaya. Who should we talk to? I'm thinking Bryce is gonna be super creepy this time around. So, okay, Nathan it is. I am perfectly okay with that, Derry. Hello.
I burned Hannah's rocking chair. The day moved forward. It was a good choice. I'm not sure I've got much left of hers now. I've burnt most of it, or given it away, just to make the days move forward.
I'm pretty sure we told him to burn
There
the
was a
rocking
moment
chair, if
when I
I'm
was
not
attacking the
mistaken.
Salvation Army bin. I gave in.
Why were you attacking the bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin.
Oh,
They're
you
like
probably wanted
huge
to save that for
post
last,
boxes
huh?
with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom.
Right.
I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Sorry. That sucks. I hate it when I do that. Why didn't you call the donation place?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Shit.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
So you hadn't really been paying attention. It's been the same day over and over again. And chances are Dr. Dekker hadn't gotten the paper spike by the time you started having your episodes.
I accidentally put Hannah's...
Let's ask about the
I read
diary.
the last
That sounds
few weeks of
important.
Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it.
You were gonna
She
bury
said
it.
she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore.
Oh,
I regretted it.
poor Nathan. Why did you regret it?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long.
Oh,
I regret the grief.
because
I
she was
regret all
falling
the
out.
days I slept through because of it.
Yeah.
Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
But you do have that day over again, kind of, right? Isn't that part of your problem? What else
I
are you
read
not
the last
telling
few
me?
weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'd imagine not. Do you want to talk about Hannah?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the
Okay.
dating advice, by the way.
Never mind. Fuck me. I guess you don't. Why don't you want to talk about Hannah? Fine.
I signed up for a
advice?
dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest.
It's true.
If I message
Tinder's
something they
incredibly
don't
easy
like,
nowadays.
I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
Say that part again?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest. I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here.
Which one?
The
Nathan.
friendly redhead with the accent.
Of course. Of course you do.
You've asked me that already. No.
Unless there's another redhead in the accent. Is there anything you want to tell me about Dr. Dekker?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
It's true. It's true, or a bit chaotic. You know, Queen, you make a good point. I'm trying to remember who that was. No, that was Claire. Right? I thought that was Claire that made me call the police. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit... No. I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Crap. Why are they gonna make me fucking...
No.
They're gonna probably make me spell ecstatic, aren't they? What problems did Dr. Dekker give you?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra
Yeah, I remember
mental
that
health
story, but for
problems
some
that he's
reason I
given
just
me.
thought it was Claire. Who the fuck was that?
I think they possibly curse other people.
Curted other people. Dekker curted other people? Fuck.
Ah, the curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget.
Yeah,
It's going to
how
sound
can I forget
crazy.
that?
Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Or until you burn something. But you have moved forward. It just takes
That's not really
a
relevant.
big event. Why did you believe Dr. Dekker so easily?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a
Unless
demonstration.
he's doing part of this quantum thought exercise and chose the universe in which this is the outcome, where what he said actually came to pass.
He
Demonstration.
held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere,
Like that?
and he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Like that there? That flame that you just did, that like that flame?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. Whatever
You just
reason,
made a
he
flame out of
couldn't
your
undo
hands.
what
You
he'd
just
done.
flamed on. You really
was
might want to
scared.
reconsider.
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked. He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. and he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Wait just a goddamn second. That flame wasn't there the second time.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was.
What the fuck? How do I get him to
So I
talk
got
about
much
the
more
fact that he
insight
just
from
had fire in his
calls or
hands?
messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
Uh-huh. That sounds dirty.
Sorry, drawing a blank. He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our... He told me lots of people get depression.
There we go.
To become more active, see more people.
To become a bigger
And although
problem
wouldn't
so that
always
he could
be
treat
there
them
to listen,
with chaos.
Jaya would be.
Jaya?
Jaya was a great listener. Much better than Dr. Dekker. I
Uh-huh.
think she would have made a great psychiatrist. Do you know, he tried to
What
fire
advice did she give you? Yes, I know. Dekker tried to fire her.
Yeah, he fired her. Jaya told me about it. You should ask her.
I will. What do you know about it?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I've got nothing to tell.
Why? Were you scared to say the hypnosis hadn't worked?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to
I
play
guess that's
along.
fair.
Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done.
Lacey. Thank you,
It
Dari.
was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it,
Because he...
because he'd know.
Uh-huh. Because he did it. I guess that makes sense. And so Nathan says Jaya was fired. Now, we did talk to her about that already, so that's not really, like, huge news, but it is still news. Now, let's go for the green. How did Dr. Dekker want you to make something of your repeat days?
Like I said, it takes something like a tragic event to move my day forward. I
Ah,
do more and
here's
more
where I was
bizarre
trying to get
things
at.
to try and get things moving.
Right, like burning the
curse,
diary,
like I said.
eventually. No, not quite. Shit.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. I
So
don't
that he
know.
wouldn't know your dirty secret that you remembered everything that he had done. With
Like I
the fire.
said, it takes something like a tragic event to move my day forward. I do more and more bizarre things to try and get things moving. It's a curse. I intentionally cut myself, publicly humiliate myself, I steal things, I hurt people around me, just enough to get another day to start. I ran out of people around me pretty quickly.
Did you kill Dr. Dekker to get the days to stop repeating? Which is literally the question that I just asked. I just got him out of order. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. When did you accidentally Read Hannah's diary.
A few weeks
Hannah's
ago,
diary.
it's still sinking in. Suppose living a lie is just the norm nowadays.
Why would living a lie be the norm unless he knows Dr. Dekker's secret? God, I wish I could ask him more about that, but I can't. Shit. Poopy face. Oh well. Anyway, let's see. You know, I think it's time to spend some time with our friendly neighborhood Mariana. What do you think? Hello,
okay.
dear.
Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
I understand. Takes a large chunk out of your wallet. Is that why you're wearing blue?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just
gonna
passing through.
navigate around that topic and go on, aren't you? Okay, fair enough.
I pay my rent to a landlady. I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move.
And once
Like I
they've
said
all
before,
seen you
I like
and your
to move around a
blackouts.
lot.
Huh. She doesn't seem happy about that. Of course. Let me
I never
hear that
stay
last part
in
again.
one town very long. I get bored too easily.
Uh-huh.
Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
You're lying. Lying so bad your breath stinks.
I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you don't know. Fine. Have you had any more blackouts? We'll get back to that.
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session.
Holy shit!
But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Ooh. Fun observation, Harwood. Yes. No. Bad Dr. Tim. Bad Dr. Timwich. You stay in this office. I have work to do.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Fine. She kind of bested me there, didn't she? What's rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Glad we cleared that up. For fuck's sake! Oh my god.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen... I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are
It comes
you
from all
bored
those
by,
goddamn
Doctor?
cartoons. What am I bored by? I'm bored by boringness.
Try again?
I'm bored by boredom.
You'll have...
I'm bored by people.
I don't know about...
Nope.
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor? You're not getting it.
No, you're not getting it. No, you can't handle the boring. They really can't, Dari. Like, this is agonizing.
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams.
What was it that you
Sometimes
saw?
I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I head towards it because it's warm and glowing.
And then you wake up on the
A
beach.
beacon. When I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing.
You try and drown yourself and then you wake up on the beach.
Like a welcoming sun.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm home.
Or maybe you're secretly an
And then I
Atlantean.
wake up.
I don't know. What am I, a doctor? Do you wake up on the beach?
It's so beautiful. Calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
Have you had the dream recently?
I really don't know.
She really doesn't know. Unfortunately, Harwood. But we have a new note. Mariana's dream could mean many things. A metaphor for her current issues, searching for something, or maybe she's making it up.
You think I'm lying? Wow. That's gonna help with our trust issues.
Just asking. Just asking. You don't have to be so touchy. I mean, really, I should just go paper spike. Apper spike.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing.
Uh-huh.
I guess
Oh, so
someone
you
thought
noticed
they weren't
it.
getting value for money.
He's had it for a while, huh? It was the murder weapon. Nothing to say about that? Your check?
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Uh-huh. Why are they fine? Fuck. Now.
Nope. I actually don't have... I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants.
Of course.
Isn't that how it is for everybody?
Sure. Every now and again. No. Normal people don't have that luxury, lady.
I don't know any...
No, that's not how it is for everyone. You son of a
I'm not
bitch.
broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for every... I don't know about... I... Try again?
Motherfucker.
I mainly
I
like
just want to answer her
drive-thrus.
question. The game won't let
I
me
don't
answer the
like
goddamn
crowds,
question.
And I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget. You're not...
Not sure. Double S's.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different.
Are they now?
The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Do you like slinking around? It sounds
I
like
don't
you
know.
do. Yeah, I think you do.
I don't...
There we go.
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club.
Uh-huh.
And then he just follows me.
Constant.
Wherever I go.
Like a snake.
It's creepy.
And so what?
I don't want everyone seeing that.
Then why did you kiss him?
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
You chat people. You chat people knowing your things.
Interesting that you should say that. Dr. Dekker said the same thing.
Uh-huh.
And he's dead now. Siren... mermaid?
Did you kill
think I
Dr.
could
Dekker
really
because he
be
called
one?
you a mermaid? Nope. I can't answer that question. Shit.
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work. If I kiss somebody
Bingo.
and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
So you can't influence an entire crowd. Your juju only works on one JoJo, as it were. Yeah, I caught that too, Awer.
Sometimes
It was very
I'll
pointed.
kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that. They follow me wherever I go.
Not quite what I was asking, but you know what? Close
Anywhere.
enough at this point.
Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
I think they follow you to the beach. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! I just had a brain blast. She goes to the club and she starts dancing, okay? And then she has a blackout. And suddenly she can't remember what's happening. She's taking people, making them follow her. La 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 la, where are we going? They end up on the goddamn beach and she wakes up naked. Alone. Now what happened to those people that she fucking led to the beach? What happened to those people, guys? What happened to those people that she led to the beach, guys? I think she's a mermaider. Uh-huh.
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave.
Uh-huh.
Other places, they just disappear.
Really?
I don't see them again.
Curious that. Isn't it? Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens when they follow her? Do they follow you to the beach? Do they follow you to the bar? Shit. What do you mean they disappear?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them.
You
But
think?
I've not run into the same person twice.
Yeah, fucking bet not. Have you thought about that yet? Why do you think that is? It's because they're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Oh, to the bear. The bear of the woods.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Oh no, you haven't kissed me yet. Your siren song doesn't work here, my dear. Although you're welcome to try. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna turn it down.
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
I think they follow you to their death. Nope. Still not gonna work. I could be mean and say I'm bored of her. I'm bored of you.
You should get out more, Doctor. Looking at me all day should be fun, but if you're bored, perhaps we should spend some time apart.
Did I just offend her and make her leave? Okay, good. I was about to say, I was gonna be like, no, I hate to see you go, love to watch you leave, no. Oh well. Anyway,
They follow.
where do we think they follow her?
They follow me.
I guess maybe
Wherever
I need to
go.
be more specific to how she phrases that
Anywhere.
question.
Where do you think they follow me?
No. Jeopardy rules, ladies and gentlemen. Always, when in doubt, always answer in the form of a fucking question.
Yes. They follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Uh-huh. Until they start banging on your door.
I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me.
Interesting.
You all have. I can be outgoing. It just depends on what mood you catch me in.
Whether you're the one behind the wheel or not.
Yes. They follow me home. They're silent.
That's a good question, Harwood. Where is home?
I don't know.
Damn. Like the
There was
seabed
one
below?
guy, a real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy.
Yeah, I bet it was.
You
You
got
made
him
him
to
go
follow
away,
me
right?
outside, and then I just shut the door.
Okay, good, good, good. Meatheads like that are beneath you. I mean, I guess you would like for him to have been, but that's beside the point. Beside the point. Huh. Interesting. Hey, Flap Nasty. How's it going? Ooh. Ooh, queen. Ooh, queen. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot indeed.
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink.
Unless they're
I'm a
trying
very
to
good-natured girl.
spike your drink.
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl.
Shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there's definitely a couple of things here that I'm gonna have to check up on in a little bit. Interesting. No?
No, not shopping.
What the hell was that look for? If not shopping, then what? Damn. I really wanted to say, yes, of course they followed me to the beach, and then I killed them. But I just don't think I'm gonna get that answer out of her.
They're in some kind of trance, like zombies. But I don't know what they want.
But they're not dead yet, so they're not zombies. What do they want?
You'll...
Have you ever asked them what they want?
Nope.
Didn't imagine so.
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
That is awful pointed and accusatory. Much like the paper spike that killed Dr. Dekker. No, I don't like to watch you squirm. That's just weird.
Real smooth, Doctor.
Hey! Hey! I am smooth as sandpaper. Thank you. Like real fine grit sandpaper. No, I can't ask that.
Sometimes,
Let me see if I can piece together exactly what it is they're gonna want me to ask. No. Damn.
don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
Sweet as goddamn lemon.
Okay, then.
Ha! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mariana. I don't know why I'm being mean to you tonight. I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad. She's gonna be so mad at me. Oh my god.
Try again?
Sorry. We lost that opportunity.
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything.
It just happens to be a neat little coinkydink, huh? Is that right? Is that what you're getting at? Huh. Okay, well, that's actually everything that we know about so far. And I imagine that the only thing that's going to be left is this hint about, I wonder if Dr. Dekker saw her outside the office. Did Dr. Dekker see you at the club? At the nightclub? Nope. Damn.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Okay, And that's where she starts her deferring of something else. Interesting. So I'm going to have to come back to this topic in a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't quite know enough to be able to green her out completely. But we'll make sure and come back to that before we finish out the chapter here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of our first hour, and so we're going to take ourselves our first break. But when we come back, we have 3 more cases to crack here in this act, and, well, I want it. I want it deep. I want it hard. And I want it Elin style. So that's how we're going to take it when we come back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching this on twitch.tv/TimLeftwich or youtube.com/TimLeftwich. We'll be right back. Bye. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more Dr. Dekker goodness. And I want to find out some more about what these patients know, because before we can finish off Mariana, apparently there's some more information that we need. Somebody who might have been spying on her. Maybe seen Dr. Dekker at the club with her. I'm thinking it might have been Bryce. We'll find out. Anyway, hello, Elin. How are you?
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry.
No.
Oh, you'd be pleased to know.
I'm sorry to hear
I
the
don't have the
problems are
locket
progressing.
anymore.
Wait.
I gave it back. All of it.
Oh.
Every single keepsake.
Good for you. Good for you. Giving back all the stuff. I am proud of you. Progress. Let's ask about Hilda.
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot. Not eating much.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't been that argumentative either.
Have you tried shifting for her lately?
Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Really? Why did she scratch
It was nothing. I was just
you?
trying
It's
to
a
give her
vicious
a
scratch,
meds.
but it's also nothing.
It's hard, you know?
Oh, was she
I'm
having
trying
an
to
episode?
help her, but she keeps fighting me.
Yeah.
It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
You are going to shift into her daughter?
That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up.
Oh, yeah, no, you're totally making it up, but please go on.
I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them?
Jaya.
Hold on.
She's trying.
Sorry. I don't think it's gonna work.
Damn.
On the bright side,
That's
that
worth a
probably
shot,
means
right?
you're not gonna
Hey,
die
Kisty,
anytime
welcome.
soon. It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds.
Wait. What?
That's the plan.
What?
I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now.
Let's see if it does it again.
Think of someone you really love.
Or is this much like
It
the
might help
flame
if
where
you
it's
close
probably
your
not
eyes.
going to do it a second time, is it?
Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't realize it actually does. Close your eyes.
Sorry. I don't think it's gonna work.
Huh.
On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon. I don't know anything about. As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
We weren't holding hands.
Well, I wasn't sure if it would still work. Sorry.
Can we try it again?
I get a sense that I probably shouldn't say, but, well...
That I'm gonna die soon.
Just think what it would mean for you if I'd been able to shift.
I know exactly what it means.
That doesn't really matter. Let's talk about something else.
You sure about that? Because I think it matters quite considerably.
I feel like you're clutching at...
Ah,
Terry seems to have backed down
There we
since
go.
I gave the keepsakes back.
does she know?
It doesn't seem like she's been very well.
What,
Not her
wait.
usual self.
What do you mean by
Maybe
that?
she's got a bug or something.
Are you killing Terry? You bad girl. Don't you do it. Are you an alien?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, darn. She doesn't know whether she's an alien or not. Did you shift for Dekker?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special.
Now, I don't remember her
like I was
timeline,
missing
whether or
out.
not she had started
But I
doing this
wasn't.
shifting before she
I
had
just
came to
hadn't
see Dr.
discovered what
Dekker.
I could do yet.
Huh.
Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Wait. That's a new name. Sarah Dekker?
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Dr. Dekker's mother was one of your patients?
I don't know.
Who did you shift into for Sarah?
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just
But it
thought,
just
what
did.
would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there, but it actually happened.
He...
I changed into
Dr.
him. Dr. Dekker.
Dekker.
It blew my mind.
Hey, listen!
What? Also, hey, Kisty. Thank you so much. I do so love your adorable donations. What?
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally 100% true. What do you know?
That whoever did
Gossip
it
with me,
would
girl.
choose the paper spike.
Why is it weird?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes.
What?
You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked.
Why would you play with
I
it?
remember once.
Did you just happen to fall
Pushed
on
the
it?
spike
Is his
through
death
his
all
skin.
an accident
At
the whole
this
time?
bit here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
What?
I was a bit freaked out.
Yeah, I would be too.
At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test.
Also, I couldn't
Show the
agree with you more,
patient
Queen.
this
Her
retractable
posture
spike
needs some
and
serious
see how
work.
they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
Huh.
Sorry, I wish. It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but...
Look, I don't know whether or not she killed anybody, but this woman needs to be taken away from her patients and never to see them again. Like, she is absolutely batshit bonkers. And that's before the possibility that she might have murdered her psychiatrist, okay? Holy crap on a crouton.
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real. Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually.
That's a pretty common trick. It's like, here, take the deck of cards. It's pretty ordinary deck of cards, right?
He just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
That does sound pretty goddamn
It's
unbelievable.
tricky.
But what about your shifting?
I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because
You don't actually
I
become
don't
them. Yes, I remember this
become
part.
her.
But
I don't know
continue.
what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version.
So,
The
not
best,
really
most
them.
loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
They may be better than reality.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Kind of. Besides the
told
fact
me
that we
to.
literally, told her to.
Not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them.
Correct.
And what with Terry going around
did the
telling
right
everyone
thing.
I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice.
No. No,
The
you really
lockets,
didn't.
the
But I'm still
watch,
proud of you.
The ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
The little bird that she holds so special. It came from Dekker's mom.
It was just a little china bird, sort of a yellowy blue pattern on it. I don't think it's worth anything.
It doesn't matter whether or not it's worth anything. It's worth something to you. Also, I just want to show you guys something. This cat has been knocked out over here to my left for the last like 3 hours, by the way. Like before we even started. And she is so KTFO'd, I actually think I just heard her snore a little bit. Look at that little baby girl. Look at that little baby girl over there sleeping. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. Little baby. Anyway. I heard her snort back there and I was like, I can't ignore her anymore. I have to get my hands into that deep plush fur. Anyway, what is the point of shifting if patients IENTS. No, it's not the truth.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace?
I would say not
Tell me
particularly.
honestly, Doctor. Do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I think it's definitely creepy. Is it wrong? Probably not. But definitely creepy.
Good. Because I really feel this is something I have to do.
I'm glad to hear that. Now I need to hear more from you.
The reality is that most of these people have been completely abandoned by their families. Usually their children. If
Yeah,
a
because
mother
they are kind of at the end of
abandons
life.
the children,
The
it
children may not want to
stands.
repay the
But
kindness
if a
or
son or
are
daughter
repaying the
abandons their
kindness that their
mother
parents showed
when
them.
she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
Or shapey shifty. It's not quite the same thing.
It's like I'm a mirror and I'm just reflecting back to them what they want to see. I completely change. My face, my hair, my clothes, my voice, everything.
Bullshit. Bullshit. A 100% grade A farm bred bullshit.
Ask me something else. My
There we
mum's
go.
got these
It would help if
spirit
I could
guides
spell
and
it
they
right.
tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
Okay. So I assume then the love life isn't going all that great if she keeps kind of spying into it all the time. Huh. So then why did you get the
told me
locket
to.
back? Yes, I did.
Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The locket, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her. It just makes things complicated,
Bingo.
doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead.
Did Sarah
Now he's
recommend you
dead.
to her son?
I'm sure you're going to have a field day with it.
Ooh. Now there's a motive for you. Elin did her magic and juju to Sarah Dekker, taking this little bird that perhaps Dr. Dekker wanted. Maybe it has some sort of heirloom significance. Dr. Dekker found out that Elin did some kind of magic juju mistreating his mother and tried to blackmail her on it. And Elin fucking stabbed him in the heart with the precision that only a doctor could know. How's that for a theory?
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Yep, asked that already. And I think that's part of the point. Because the killer can literally be anybody, they're all supposed to seem super, super suspicious. This game ends up being more like Clue than like Sin City. Another terrible example, but you get what I'm saying. Where the ending is probably going to be which one you end up picking. Which one you think is your canon ending. Is Mr. Green really going to go home and have sex with his wife? Or was it Mr. Body in the study?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it.
An empath is somebody who can detect and feel the feelings and influence, sometimes, the feelings of other people. Damn, I can't elaborate. Aw. Good night, Kisty. I hope you feel better soon. And yes, that is very true. I tried looking for it earlier, unfortunately, but Doctor Strange didn't show up when I looked for it. So maybe it's just going to show up later on tonight. I hope so. Because I still haven't seen it, to be honest with you. I still haven't seen it. And I will say this, Juno. Jaya's motive is the most earthly of the motives so far. She was about to be fired. She wanted to save her job. Dekker was getting reckless. Easy task. But, I don't know.
I've got her on a herbal compound.
Of course you fucking
St.
do.
John's Wort,
You think the herbal
pain,
compounds would kill her?
ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
I think I need to know the full ingredients because I'm a doctor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd have to check. I have it written down somewhere.
Can you give it to me? Please? Because I need to know that.
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's Wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis,
Valerian. That's not the
Feel
first
like you're
time we've heard that
clutching at
name, that medication before. Oh, and you absolutely should watch Clue, Dari, and then go watch the end of the first You Don't Know Jack the Ride series. Because I totally stole the ending from Clue for the end of You Don't Know Jack the Ride. Because it's amazing.
I've been a nurse for ages, but I've only worked at the nursing home for the last year. I tend to move around quite a bit. I get quite fidgety if I stay in the same place too long. Sorry, I wish I could help.
You know, Mariana said the exact same thing. Is that going to end up being one of the patterns that we see? These are all people who have problems being a part of something, a community, a group of people. And so they never stay in one place too long. They move around a lot. And thus that means that if they go
The
missing,
rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient
much
anything
less
that isn't
likely
on their
chance of
charts.
anybody caring.
But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
Damn. Did you know that Sarah Dekker was Dr. Dekker's mother?
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him.
At her
I
recommendation?
knew she was dying,
Oh.
but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
I see.
The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach. That doesn't really matter.
I guess your job really doesn't matter. Why did Dekker refuse to talk about his mom?
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But
So you didn't
He
see him
wasn't
because you were
interested.
concerned for yourself.
it wasn't like
At
he
first, you
hated
saw
her.
Dr. Dekker because you
It
were
was just
concerned for
like-
him.
It wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry.
Care.
Your assistant.
Jaya Sarah Dekker. Jaya.
Ask me something else.
That's going to be a
It's
thread that I
fine.
get to pull here in a
It's
minute
not
about
gonna
Jaya
hurt her.
going to see the mom.
And the
But we
doctors
just have
at
to
home
find out the
don't care
keywords
much.
first.
They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
Of course not. He knew she was in angelic hands.
We talked about it once. He said I should do what I wanted and not worry about what anyone else thought.
Even when it came to the treatment of his mom.
It was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
Oh, big girl. Big girl. Big baby girl. That's what you are. Yes, you are. And I need another hint. Yes, I do. You think just nurses care for patients? After all, I'm a psychiatrist and I care for my patients a lot. Mwah.
Absolutely. I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I'd do anything for my patients.
Anything?
I don't know.
Even kill for them? Even kill them?
I wasn't really stressed about work. Well, maybe a little, but not enough to need a therapist. I just told you that because I didn't want you to know the real reason why I came to see Dr. Dekker.
And why would you lie to me?
I don't know. No. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I bet you don't. What would it mean if... Oh.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different.
Different than the first time we met?
I was also worried about what I might change into.
That's true.
that
Who
really
would
what you
be
want to
the
talk
person that... Who would you change into?
I feel like you're...
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What does she mean by that? What does she mean by that? Why is she worried about who she might change into?
I'm sure it is. At the very least, it should make her feel more comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Ease her suffering.
Yeah, I'll freaking bet it does. Oh, that ginkgo biloba going straight to the
Probably
dome,
nothing.
man.
I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
Good point, Dari.
I've had a couple of bad experiences.
Good
while
point.
I don't really want to talk about all that now, though.
You sure about that? Because I think I want to ask you about that.
Sorry, I wish...
Maybe. We'll have to remember
It
that
seems
for a
a
later
bit-
session, I guess.
I don't know, murky and sort of a bit crackly at the same time. Like there's a lot of electricity around you. It's hard to describe.
It's okay. I've been described as very static, clingy. Shut up. Shut up. That was a terrible joke. Why would you say that? Why would you say that awful joke? Scratch that from the record.
Seriously? No, that isn't what I meant. Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died.
There's another star here.
Dr. Dekker's mother.
How did Sarah Dekker die? When did Sarah Dekker die?
I can't remember exactly.
Bingo!
I'd only just started seeing Dr. Dekker.
So... Huh. Interesting, that. You start to see the good doctor. His mother dies. And then so does he. Interesting, Elin. I want to know more, but I have a feeling that that rabbit hole is going to get very dark and very weird. Speaking of very dark and very weird, hi Bryce, how are you feeling today?
Hello, Doctor.
What's up?
I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person.
Dude, bro, you took pictures of a naked lady while you were frozen in time.
But you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation.
I face temptation every goddamn day. Just looking at you.
Do you
Put
have
your
an
hands
extra
from
hour,
faith.
Doctor?
Do I have an extra hour? No, I don't have an extra hour. You have to pay for
Thank
that.
God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A
What?
hooded figure.
What?
Watching me and following me.
What?
I followed it too.
You followed the dark hooded figure back? Who is this dark and hooded figure?
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too.
Ah, I see.
Now I think maybe
Like,
it's the military.
as if it
or
was
some organization that wants to use
Infectious.
the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead.
Ooh, maybe so.
I need to talk to you about him.
Oh, okay. Dr. Dekker.
I spied on Dr. Dekker
Ooh.
not long before he was murdered.
Ooh.
I'm not
Who
sure
did you
I
see
should
him
tell
with?
you what I saw.
I think you
in his
should.
basement.
Tell me what you saw in his basement.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
Queen nailed it.
The girl who was chained in the basement, her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen.
Military be following you.
One question,
Jesus.
one answer. That works best. I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something?
But now the
for me
conspirators are going either way, huh?
if they get me?
What would you have me do?
I don't know what you're getting at.
I want to know what you're getting at.
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me if they get me? That means nothing to me. Yes, Vienna.
You smarmy little cunt. What should I do if they get you?
No.
Nope. It's not how he wants it. What did you do with the chained girl? Not chained fur. That's kind of
I
treat.
removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her.
I believe
I'm
there's
not
plenty of
evil.
evidence of what he did.
I destroyed evil. I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you.
Ooh.
I know you.
Here's
recall
somebody
these
who
sessions,
actually
Doctor.
has some disdain towards the good doctor.
I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did. And so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I? And when was Dekker murdered?
I guess that's a fair point. Dekker was murdered at 10:30. Right? Give or take? Something like that? Between 8:30 and 10:30.
In simple terms,
Damn it. Yes, I will do something if the military gets you.
would you tell Jessica
What's up?
I love her?
Oh,
She didn't really know me
Jessica?
that well, but I did love her.
poor baby.
And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
What's on the hard drive?
There's
What's
a
on the hard drive, Dave?
with all the pictures I've ever taken on it.
What's on the hard drive?
The one in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Don't let Jessica see it.
Ah, those pictures. Yes, I will destroy the hard drive. Nope, damn. Yeah, basically, Harwood,
Whatever it is
we're
that's
agreeing to the
following
bro code here.
It
I'll
doesn't want
clear
to
your
catch me
internet
yet.
browser history.
If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window.
I see.
It's testing me.
So then why follow it at all? Fine, testing
I
you?
think that I'm
we'll go down
becoming
this
a
rabbit
good
hole.
person, Doctor. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done, but I'm getting better.
You did get better.
The hooded figure. It's testing my morals.
And you're failing.
Judging me.
Hard.
For what? I don't know. Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. I don't know.
No, that's not what he wants me to ask about. What happened at the window?
I looked in.
Uh-huh.
Watching
the window
other
you passed
people
in
is somehow
Temptations.
built into our genes, Doctor. There was an
No.
old woman in bed.
I don't think voyeurism is
I
for
went
everybody.
inside. Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise.
You're saying you
And
saved
no,
a woman's life
I
from a
didn't
fire.
take any pictures.
Wasn't gonna ask, you creep. Why not? You saved a woman's... It's not gonna work, but I don't care.
Don't know.
He needs to know that he saved a woman's life doing that. What do you know about the paper spike?
Dr. Dekker frequently
Also, I noticed
used
that is a
paper
lot of
spike
double
on his
star
desk
answers
as an
everywhere.
example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was.
He did?
He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought
And
it was
so
nothing,
Dr.
it
Dekker
could
thought it was
pass
nothing,
right through my hand.
and that's what he did. Did it pass through his hand?
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand.
Right.
He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
No, of course not, because you didn't believe in it.
I looked in. Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doc. Is that supposed to mean?
No. Damn. Do you know anything about David Castleford's funeral?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well,
No, you have to be just
properly, at
insane
least.
enough to actually hold it up for a while.
Occasionally I step
And
in
also
if the funeral
equal height
director's
as the other four people, because then
short-shouldered.
it just looks awkward, you know?
I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated.
Really?
Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
I thought, okay, well, number one, that's apparently the end of his questionnaire. Yep, it's all 1 stars now. Interesting. So all that just to get to David Castleford. But, what do you mean aft port side? I'm assuming that's one of the other pallbearers' positions.
Terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Another nautical term. But why do you consider nautical terms appropriate? Whatever, it's maybe just like a boat out to the great sea of death.
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like, it's testing me.
Do you take the temptations?
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
It's not the first time I've heard that, baby. Did you find anything else when you spied on Dekker? If this isn't a loaded question, I don't know what is.
I didn't get much.
Really?
That's hurting my head. No. I didn't need an extra hour to realize Dr. Dekker was strange.
There we go.
I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement. I split the brawl up.
Okay.
I did nothing. I'm not stealing anymore.
Good call, you guys.
I spied on Dr. Dekker.
Good question, Harwood. Unfortunately, we don't know. Have you... Oh, that's a good question.
I never spied on you at midnight. But if you start acting strangely, maybe I will.
Have you been spying on me not at midnight? Because that seemed extremely pointed on. I'm not spying at you, on you at midnight. You weird, weird man. Okay, only a few more left. What else do we have? Have you spied on Jessica again?
Jessica is a beautiful woman.
So you're trying to avoid that
I've not
temptation,
spied on her
right?
since the incident we talked about.
Good.
I have
Good
real
boy.
feelings for her, Doctor. I just...
Express them poorly.
We've never connected.
Did you try saying hello? I find that sometimes helps.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man.
Damn. I already asked him about that. Do you real... Ooh. As the hooded figure, maybe.
Sometimes a grave I've dug becomes undug. People blame it on grave robbers. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the grave was undug from the inside out, not the outside in. Only a gravedigger would know. I don't know what you're getting at.
Fuck. I was hoping that that would be our big hint to be able to get over to Claire's husband.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. But I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
Okay. Cool. Good for you. Think about talking to her.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything.
She, was having an affair with David Castleford. Let me put Iris.
I had no idea there was a connection between those two. Wow. Behind closed doors, eh?
Okay, so that took care of that.
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil.
Claire knows what Dekker did. No, maybe not. Did you say I have an interesting aura?
I don't
'Cause
often
that's
see
weird,
auras,
bro.
Doctor. But yours is unusual. Like, you're more than one person. Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
No, it's okay. It's not the first time that I've been complimented on my scattered aura. The fuck? So there's still destroyed evil and the chained girl. Have you ever killed anyone in the midnight hour?
No, I've never killed anyone.
You sure about that?
But then, even if I had, I'm not likely to tell you about it, am I, Doctor?
I think you would. I think you'd probably fess up. Not that anybody would ever believe you. And if they did, you would just stab him in the extra hour. So then they couldn't tell anybody. So yeah, problem solved. Damn it.
No, I didn't feel lustful, Doctor. I was angry. If I had taken pictures, there would at least been some evidence.
So why didn't you take any goddamn pictures before you freed her?
And save the day.
Exactly. Then you would have some proof. But no, you have no proof now. So me. Interesting.
Is that supposed to mean?
So we've gotten rid of all the stars. Oh, how is your gerb?
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today.
Did you believe
It
the
hurt
nail
like
wasn't sharp?
hell
Because
and
then
bled
it wouldn't
like I'd been
hurt.
shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me.
What happened?
When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
Did you see a worm?
My hand had healed.
No.
The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm.
No.
It was like a little miracle.
No, that
Like
didn't
magic.
happen. That did not happen. That didn't happen. I'm sorry. That didn't happen. You're lying.
That means nothing to me. When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see?
Huh.
My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle. Like magic. I shouldn't really say miracle or magic.
Because it was
They're
neither.
words that Dr. Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
Well, what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Is magic real? Well, let's work this out mathematically. If magic is real, and friendship is real, and friendship equals magic, then of course magic is real. But if magic is wizards and sorcery, is magic really real? If you allure in a Hamora, nobody's around to hear the door unlock. Does it really work?
Then so it isn't. I envy you, Doctor. I wish I could be so sure.
It's okay. One day you'll be as wise as the good doctor in front of you. Ah, interesting. So the grave is getting deeper, and so is the hole we're digging ourselves into as we go further into Dr. Dekker's day. The only one we have left in today is Jaya, and we're gonna save her for when we come back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we reached another break time, so don't you dare go anywhere. You're watching this on twitch.tv/Leftwich. My name is Tim Leftwich. We will be right back with more Dr. Dekker goodness. Don't you dare go anywhere. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Have a seat on my big comfy couch right over here, next to Jaya, if you will. Let's pick up where we left off. Hello, darling.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling.
Excellent.
I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose
heard
you're
a
going
lot
to
about
start
you this
doing
evening.
home
I have
visits
some
now, like
questions.
Dr. Dekker.
Beg your pardon. So you sent me Mariana's email address. I don't see it. I'm gonna have to take a look into that deeper somewhere. But first, home visits?
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Oh, that's sweet. Why do you want me where you can see me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak.
To make sure what? I'm not stepping out of line as a therapist? Hindering.
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
Yeah, everybody said he got kind of excited and manic. What did you notice?
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things. I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
When was this turning point?
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up. That seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better. That's not something...
Let me ask about the glass incident. No, nothing there. Shit. Well, we might as well go ahead and ask her the obvious question.
I was at home.
I'm sorry, dear.
Wait. Actually, I did come up to the office at about 9. I'd forgotten a USB stick that had some files I was working on.
Was Dr. Dekker killed already?
I don't know
Was Dr. Dekker already dead when you came into the office?
I honestly think that you're curing me with all this grief counselling. You know, we don't really have to talk about Dr. Dekker from now on if you don't want to.
But I kind of
had a connection, but it's gone now.
Do. Fuck.
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
I didn't text you.
Well, maybe someone sneaked your phone during a session and texted. I know they all look innocent, but if it's not nailed down, there's a good chance they'll walk away with it. You know, I used to have an iPad and a Surface.
Who would have stolen my phone? Also, I feel bad for your tech. I'm sorry, Mariana. Or, Jaya. Should ask Mariana about Dekker's home visits. Bingo. And that's how we finish off Mariana. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick before we spend the rest of our evening with Jaya. Mariana.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits.
Uh-huh.
I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
On his investment? No. I don't want to. Well, just for the sake of sending mixed signals, let's see what happens. Yes, I want to do home visits.
I can't afford any more sessions, so it sounds like you'll be paying. That's a date, isn't it, Doctor? I'm not sure that's appropriate.
No, it's not appropriate at all, but it sounds like what you were doing with Dr. Dekker wasn't appropriate either, so it sounds like you don't really have a problem with it.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking. Aren't we all your
Bingo.
investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what you
Seeing how
meant.
we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
I don't think that's what you meant.
He called it aversion therapy. Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something
What would he do?
unpleasant.
What would he do?
I don't know.
You're lying.
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
Was it putting you under a heat lamp? Slightly mad. I'd say we are going slightly mad trying to figure out what's going on here. But that's the end of Mariana's case for now. So then what would Dr. Dekker do to her in these home visits that was most unpleasant for her? Okay, back to Jaya. How's Ben?
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
And what did Ben see?
He thought he saw a
The
creature
murder. Oh.
coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
And so you decided to pay him for his silence. Maybe so, Dari, but sounds like he might have had more than just a frog in his throat if that's the case.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped.
Grief, good grief.
And you're going to ask me how I feel today?
Sure. How do you feel today? Damn it. Yes. How do you feel today? Nope. Motherfucker. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Do you see Mariana as competition?
Sorry,
Probably
I didn't
not.
mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that. Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
Mind share?
Nope. In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
So, are you the follower? Or are you the leader? And if you are the leader, do you want somebody beside you? Because that'd be really fun. Let me try it.
You're overthinking things.
Yeah, I guess not.
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor?
Really? K-E-N-E-S-S. There we go.
No.
Damn it. Yeah, I know. I misspelled it. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Ah, there we go. Kinesis. There we go.
Psychokinesis is
Bingo.
the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind.
To move and manipulate things with your mind.
It's not just about bending spoons.
Like,
it covers all sorts of things, like telepathy, telekinesis.
I think she was the blue big bad Beetleborg.
Me, I'm a Kojak
Yeah, it was a little
fan.
blonde boy who had psychokinesis. The girl had strength powers, and then the black kid could run really fast, which I'm just realizing was very racist. I hadn't thought about that show in forever. Big bad Beetleborg. Sorry. Back to it.
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things, like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan. I don't know any.
Why do I get the feeling that's a reference that I don't get right offhand? And I want to know now. Hi, Google. What's up? Oh! Ha! Telly Savalas. Kojak. Cute.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Trust me, I did. I just wanted to know if you knew anything about it. Have you ever seen it before? Was it around the office? Did anybody ever give it to him? Was it a gift from anybody? Anything? Have you seen it ever push him through his hand and then come out with no blood? Work with me, Jaya! Give me something!
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests you're overthinking.
No. Do you believe psychokinesis is real? Is real?
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously.
Uh-huh.
If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
Does that include you?
I don't know
Are you crazy,
No.
lady? Figured I would come right out.
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
How do I take someone's powers away? Shit.
That's what I'd try to do.
Okay, so then how do I take people's powers away?
That's not something.
Yeah, I didn't figure as much, but maybe you can help me get to that point.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis, and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're...
Would that be like mind control?
That's a strange question to ask. Are you feeling all right, Doctor?
No, I guess not.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Did Dr. Dekker go out and ever recruit patients?
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically... It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know.
Could it be
It's
maybe
no
Dr.
coincidence
Alderby?
that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution.
Like if you killed your
especially if
husband
it's
and
for murder.
resurrected him from the dead. Interesting. Oh, no. I almost did the thing. I almost did the thing where I wanted to look at the notes and click the... I am so glad they added that "Are you sure?" dialogue, because I would have missed more Jaya. You lied to the police about being at home.
I'm happy for you to tell the police whatever you want about me. I mean, who needs trust in our work environment?
Don't get angry. Everything's gonna be fine. Start hitting that fucking emergency button underneath the table. Security! No, stay right there. Everything's good. Security! Ooh. What do you know about
Dr.
Dekker's
Dekker did
mother?
send me to see his mother once.
Yeah, that's
she was dying
right.
in a nursing home and he didn't want to see her. I remember him calling her a manipulative, evil old hag.
Wow,
Tend
tell
not
us
to
how he
ask
really
any more
feels.
questions after that.
I guess that's completely fair. That is completely fair. When somebody describes their mother as that, you just do what you're told and fucking stay out of the way.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing this.
Couldn't concentrate in his office.
Honestly, I think Dr. Dekker had a bit of a crush on Mariana.
Bingo.
Or vice versa. I'm not really sure.
I think it was
There's
quite
some footage
mutual,
from
dear,
their
but
home
it's okay.
sessions if you want to see them.
Wait, what? Footage? Home session footage? Yes, I would like to see home session footage.
That was a joke, Doctor.
God.
I guess we found our level.
Fuck. But it's evidence. Like...
No, as far as I know, Mariana was the
Good
only
question,
patient that
Dari.
Dr. Dekker did home visits for. I have no idea what they did and when they did it. I'm happy to keep it that way too.
Uh-huh. Because it gets to you, girl. It's okay, I understand. When you're that close to somebody every day and they don't see you for what you are, it bothers you.
Yes, psychology. I think you'll find it's relevant, Doctor.
Did you want to be a psychiatrist yourself?
Have you been taking notes in our...
Whatever, fuck it.
I don't know anything about that.
Iris Dekker basement. Nope, nothing there. Dang. Oh yeah, here we go. Did you see anyone else here on Valentine's night?
I didn't see anyone else.
Not even Dr.
didn't
Dekker?
hang around. It's just a USB stick. I got in, I got the data, I got out. I'm basically special ops.
So you're saying that you like to skulk around? What was on that USB stick?
I was cross-referencing the patient files for Dr. Dekker, and I copied everything onto a USB drive. I was terrified it had all gone missing. Can you imagine the trouble we'd get into if the patient files suddenly turned up on the internet?
Why would the USB stick go missing? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. I'm just not asking the right question.
I was a bit of a
Yes,
shoulder
Queen. Yes,
to
I
cry
did.
on for Nathan. He told me a lot of things about Dr. Dekker that I probably shouldn't have heard, and I'm not about to repeat to you either. Why? What did he say about me?
Nathan said you are a lovely girl. No? Nathan said Jaya said you were fired. I guess we covered that already?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped. Am I all whips and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question.
Yeah,
It's early days for
not
a
even gonna touch
harassment
it.
suit yet. What with Ben's nervous shock already.
Indeed. I don't need any monsters coming out of my mouth because you got all upset and cursed me. I still want to know...
I was cross-referencing the patient files for Dr. Dekker,
Where the
and
star
I copied
comes from about
everything
this
onto
USB
a
stick.
USB drive. I was terrified it had all gone...
Who would take the USB? No. Ah, there we go. Why were you cross-referencing the files?
He wanted me to look up birth mothers and other family tree information. It's like he was seeing if all of his patients were descendants of the same line. Well, spoiler alert, they weren't.
Of course. But he was just always looking for patients, huh? Dang. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work for
I was cross-referencing
us.
the patient files for Dr. Dekker, and I copied everything onto a
I
USB
assume she
drive.
copied it so that she could do the
I
work
was
at home.
terrified it had all gone missing. Can you imagine the trouble we'd get into if the patient files suddenly turned up on the internet?
No, nothing with the internet. How can cult leaders turn followers into disciples?
Followers and disciples have a very strong tie to their cult leaders, almost like they've been brainwashed. The author suggests that this is because they've witnessed some kind of psychokinesis, like pyrokinesis or telekinesis.
We've already seen flames sprout from nothing. Have we seen anybody read our mind? We have seen telekinesis in the glass that was moving and then fell to the ground.
Research is research. What's good for one doctor is good for the next. They don't
so
throw
because
out the
you
old
would no
TARDIS, do they?
Jaya, my girl. They so you were still doing the research because even though you weren't going to be fired anymore, you figured it would still be useful to somebody. Interesting.
I can work from home if you want me to. Is that what
Yes,
you're
you did,
asking?
darling.
There's lots of bookkeeping to be done. You'd be surprised.
Like what? What kind of bookkeeping would you do for an office like this? I guess making sure that I get paid at the end of the day.
No,
that sounds like a pretty good
in my
idea.
experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone.
No. Dang. What do you mean deal with it better?
There's just a lot of crazy flying around, Doctor. Don't catch any of it.
After all, it is rather infectious at the end of the day. Gotta get them wiggling their toes around. Put some shoes on, girl. You don't know what they might attract in here from the outside, all those dirty, dirty patients.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker.
There's some... Maybe it's something about the glass in the footage? No, which of my T-I-I-N-T-S claim psychokinesis? Jesus Christ.
Most of the patients you're seeing have claimed some kind of psychokinesis.
It's
if
true.
you don't think that's the case, then they just haven't told you yet.
Trust me. They have told me way more than I care to know. And that brings us to the end of the act. And basically the halfway point for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Once we hit this continue button, we only have a couple more ticks up to the top of the roller coaster, and then it's all downhill from here. Let's do this thing.
You can stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this.
What?
And don't try and escape. You're all tied up.
What? What?
Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
I really hope not.
Answer my questions, Doctor.
Ooh. Yes, this is a dream.
That's a good doctor. Yes, it's all a big dream.
Wait,
So let's get
okay.
down to business.
Or just this.
Do you believe that
And the
people
outfit,
can have
'cause that's a good
kinetic
outfit.
powers? That's a good doctor. Yes, it's all a big dream. So let's get down to business.
Okay. Sorry,
Do
I'm not
you
distracted
believe
anymore.
that people can have kinetic powers?
No, people cannot have kinetic powers. Oh my god, that hurt.
I think you like it when I hurt you, Doctor.
I think you like
That's
it when
a
I
worrying
defy you,
sign.
Jaya.
People obviously have kinetic powers. That's how I'm here, testing you.
Beg pardon.
Now, how do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
Which answer is gonna get me to slap you again? Discourage them.
Very good, Doctor. That's the right answer.
Is it?
Remember it, or there will be consequences. Now, since I'm here, let's have a little bit of fun. Shall we, Doctor?
No, not that kind of fun. 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, two things. Number one, apparently, people can have psychokinetic powers. Number two, I think I'm still in love. Ah! Bad baby, stop it! Continue.
There's someone else in my
Who?
hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm gonna have to go back and
It's no
rewatch that
coincidence
part
that
with Neil
most
and where she
psychokinetic
shifted.
patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll
And then
kiss
there
a guy,
was.
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Act 4. Dreams. Oh, what
Morning,
dreams may
Doctor.
come.
You're looking a bit unwell. Are they getting you all wound up? Well,
They?
have a look at
They're
this.
doing fine.
I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Dekker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I
No,
also got the toxicology
he was paying for her
report back from
sessions.
Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Dekker had. Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead.
No,
And
tell me, Jaya. I want to hear from your own mouth.
counselling thing today. I'm all sorts of behind on work, and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up.
No, that's fine. You
If
take
you
care
need
of your
anything,
business. I'm
though,
going to take
I'm
care of
here.
mine. Apparently, though, I'll still be able to ask her some questions. And my word, a lot of people here today. Well, now, what dream was that? Jaya thinks that I should tell all the patients I can stop their problems. Interesting. How can we stop their problems when they are this bad? Let's look at the toxicology report. I'm going to need to write this down, I have a feeling. So, the toxicology report by Dr. J.M. Clausen says that he had ethanol and, temazepam in his system. Now, lots of patients have been prescribed temazepam, but not too many have access to ethanol. And what about this loan agreement? In the amount of £15,000. The arrangement fee is £1, 0 interest over the term of 36 months. By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and to repay the loan amount in full in terms stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into the account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing the agreement. It is agreed that the loan shall attract no interest, blah, 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 blah. Borrower's signature, Mariana, lender signature, Dr. Dekker, which we can't see, unfortunately. But look at Mariana's chicken scratch signature over there. So I guess the big news here is that the loan amount was for $15,000 fucking dollars over the course of the next 3 years. That's a long time to expect to continue to see somebody. But let's look at our new patients. We have Glenn. Oh, hi Glenn. Looks like a delightful chap. And then we have Scarlett. Have we met Scarlett before? I don't think we've met Scarlett before. I think Scarlett is new. And then, of course, Bryce, Claire, Elin, Jaya, Mariana, and Nathan. So let's check in with Humble Glenn. He looks fairly sane. How can I help you, sir?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
It's okay. That's absolutely fine. This is the psychiatrist office. Men's room is down the hall.
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town.
What?
I actually need to do something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't mention this at all. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Done. Sorry.
What did you
I
do?
was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Wait, how the fuck did you get here from your date?
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office.
Oh.
Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
He's a teleporter. Oh, yeah. No, I think she was on there when we started the act. Like, she said she was going to be busy, but I should ask Glenn if Jaya saw him walk in. Okay.
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime. She won't be there.
Oh, of course. No, she's away at lunch. But let me ask her anyway. Did you see Glenn?
I don't know about that.
Damn. Worth a shot. Anyway.
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now.
But I'm seeing all my patients right now.
Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now.
I see. So you were a patient of Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was crazy.
All these Dutch angles are really getting to me.
I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him.
But you got him post-crazy.
Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
Did anything happen?
Don't know.
Well, I mean, how am I supposed to ask about that?
Dr.
What happened when you walked through the door? Nope. There we go. Jesus.
But
they're so loose sometimes and yet so precise other times. It's
then
insane.
I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way, so I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
And is that why you're back here? What can I do to help?
Interesting question, but I don't know.
I guess that's my job to figure it out, huh?
But I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. And then I couldn't get back. The session... The doors. I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
Like how you got here.
I'm not.
Oh my God. It's like pulling
The
teeth
doors.
with this guy.
I'm still vanishing from one place to another. My dad died. He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about what.
Maybe when did you start
women
vanishing or
whatever.
something like that was the question I was supposed to
It was
ask.
Lydian. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died. I needed those words to be important. So here I am.
So a lot of these people have had, I mean, those very close to them or those very important to them die somehow. Maybe. I mean, since his dad died, is kind of what we're getting, Dari.
Dad died. He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about work, women or whatever. It was Nidian. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died.
Ooh, sorry.
I needed those
I was
words
gonna
to
sneeze
be
over here, and then I
important.
remember the cat was over here, and then I decided to go over that way, and then I just sprayed my
here I
entire
am.
fucking desk.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you don't. It seems like a pretty weird power to know the specifics of. Tell me about your fat daddy.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's what killed him.
That's a terrible way to go.
Nobody knew until the end. I never got to say I loved him. Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier.
But probably not also.
It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
What? What do you mean broke everything?
I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls. Do you know what he said?
When one door closes, another one opens.
Oh, I know this one.
What did he say? Shit.
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it.
Yeah, of course. Usually parents on their deathbed tend to try and make amends.
He really meant it. And when I stopped, when I was exhausted, he smiled at me.
Empty, didn't you?
Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
Did you forgive him?
I didn't get to.
Oh.
I didn't get to say I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
I think that's super sad. I think he loved you.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was.
Excellent question, Queen.
When one door closes, it's shut forever. Nope.
Damn it.
Yes.
No. No. Damn. Good thought. Good thought, Queen. Way to stay on your toes. Or should I suffer the consequences of Jaya? I'm wondering if I shouldn't suffer the consequences.
It's no solace, really, is it? Maybe another time.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Glenn. There's no happiness in this dojo. Now, what do you have to say, Scarlet? Let's see if we can go ahead and clear her out before we get out of here, because I am curious.
Scarlet.
Hello, dear. Pleasure.
I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
What do you know about that night?
No.
Let's just start simple.
A complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His
But most people don't go around getting
persona
killed
didn't
for how
match what he
complicated they
dreamed
are.
about.
What did Dr. Dekker dream about? And how do
His
you know?
dreams were amazing.
Oh my
Filled
god,
with
this
a
woman could
spectrum
jump into
of
people's
colours
dreams.
and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups.
So then was
That was
Scarlet testing me by being Jaya in my dreams?
I'm a dream walker.
Bingo!
I can visit people and help them in their dreams. You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
Not quite all of them.
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. But that was in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Chaotic, dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally.
I think he was fighting a lot of dark things internally.
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase.
It's also very appropriate.
Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know.
Demons of insanity?
I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me.
I see.
I really don't know anything about that.
What creatures were in Dr. Dekker's dreams?
Fluid. Soft. Intricate things.
Like flowing
I
silk
couldn't draw
garments?
a picture if you asked. But they drew you to them. They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
Interesting. Something that holds people's attention, that attracts them to him. Like some sort of charismatic leader. Or cult master.
Sorry.
No. Sorry. Unfortunately, nothing
I don't
there.
know. It's something I've been able to do since I was little.
Really?
I was born an identical
Way
twin,
before Dekker.
and my sister and I shared
I
dreams.
mean, not way before, but you know what I
We
mean.
just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person.
Night terrors?
A little. And
Your
know
brother
their
had
dreams.
night terrors, and so what? You were able
Then
to
I
cure
can
them?
sort of jump into them. Sorry.
Nope, nothing there. Shit. How can you jump into people? I mean, it's not Scarlet
something
Skidoo,
I
we
think
can too.
In my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand. Before I
So
go,
I think you also might be a
think of
narcoleptic.
jumping into that person.
And then you go, and you're out.
That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
I don't really know if you can do it. Do you have any... Oops. Do you have any caps? Any proof?
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're asking me for proof.
Yeah, I am.
How can I do that? Get into your head, into your dreams?
Somebody did last night.
We don't have any real relationship yet, Doctor. But you are growing on me.
Like a
Let's not break
fungus?
that just yet.
Uh-oh. I don't like the way she said that. Sure. Kadath.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Sorry, Dari. Nice try. Who have you tried teaching?
I don't know. Lots of people.
Anybody I might know?
Whenever I get close enough to tell somebody about it, the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams.
Uh-huh. Because it's
That's
nifty and you kind of want
why
to
I'm here.
try it out.
Relationships.
Okay. Well, let's talk about relationships then.
It's difficult to sustain them.
Well, once you find out what somebody
I'm
dreams
not just
about,
talking about romantic entanglement.
it kind of becomes difficult to see them any
It's
other
hard
way.
keeping friends too. Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out.
And then you find something in their dreams that you don't make that, yeah.
I don't normally like what I see.
Bingo.
I think people try to show off.
Even in their dreams?
Firstly,
kind of
they're a bit
subconscious.
shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show.
Like a
But most people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly. Oh look, I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
Because you're apparently in the movie Ghostbusters. But I see where you're going with that. Interesting.
When you've experienced someone's dream, if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, unfortunately.
It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yes, keep it a secret to everyone.
I'm not sure that's healthy, but I guess I could give it a try. What if it accidentally comes out? Is there anything else I can do to stop pushing people away?
You can try. Not. It's probably telling me to guess other things. There we go. Maybe she should just refuse to dreamwalk for them.
So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no. A lot.
Well, then don't tell people about it.
But I usually cave eventually. Try again, Doc.
Be honest about what might happen.
Double honest. Interesting. I suppose I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
It's actually a pretty good way to go about it. Except they are just dreams.
It's
and not the actual people
to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right. A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can. But they're probably directed by their subconscious and...
Exactly. I mean, really, how can you blame me if I'm riding a train through a river made of chili and I end up riding a beef jerky donkey through the Sahara? I don't know. My dreams usually involve a lot of food and animals made of food for some reason. But whatever, that's a different story. Maybe I should be the one on the green couch. Anyway, tell me more about these relationships, maybe. Were you dating Dr. Dekker?
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that.
So it seemed that Dr. Dekker didn't just enjoy robbing the cradle.
I was. Not near the end.
And how was that?
Not when his dreams started changing. Like I said, my ability ruins relationships. Who told you? Jaya?
No. The hint system, actually.
Pass. Valentine's Day was awful. I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch.
Oh.
And had to spend the night waiting in A&E.
I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't anything too bad.
I melted a nail to my finger.
Ooh,
that
hurts
a lot. I needed stitches.
Yeah, I'll fucking bet. How did
It's
you
all
melt the
fine now,
nail
though.
to your hand? How the fuck did you do that?
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes. Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker.
Sounds like somebody's extremely jealous.
We didn't speak that much. But she was a lot like the other woman. So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
The other woman, Mariana?
That's not something I want to talk about.
Is it really now? Because I feel like I might need to press more.
No.
Okay, fine, never mind. Maybe you are only dreaming that you are in other people's dreams. Double dream.
Perhaps this session is a dream, Doctor. I don't see anyone else around. Do you?
Actually, I do. They're all just waiting out in the lobby, but that's okay. I appreciate you coming by, Scarlet. You make up my first green for this evening. Excellent. So then there's Bryce and Claire and Elin. I'm just checking out everybody's outfits for day 4. And Jaya. We know Mariana. I think she was wearing that in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken. And then finally Nathan. Interesting. Well, gosh, it is 10:40. I wish that I could continue. Oh my god, I wish I could continue. How long have we been going tonight? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck me. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to go for the evening. I'm sorry. I really do wish that we could keep on playing. I'm going to get in the sound foam tomorrow, so I guess I'm going to spend most of tomorrow evening kind of getting this place back up to par. Otherwise, I would stream more tomorrow night, but I don't know. We've got a whole bunch of nights coming before I have to do anything else with Blake, so we'll see what else we can do, and maybe we can do some more on Saturday. I don't fucking know. I don't want to make any promises and then not be able to keep them, kind of like yesterday, you know? But anyway, I feel like you guys are on board, so I'll see you here on Thursday when we'll continue playing more Persona 5. And we're making good progress on that one. Apparently, Queen is just completely blown past me, but that's awesome because now I don't have to worry about being spoiling things for her anymore. Anyway, we'll see you right back here on Thursday, same time, same channel. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye!